Some street markets have stayed open during the lockdown if they were deemed to be selling essential items like food. Many others, though, have been closed, and there's a big question mark over whether they will ever reopen. A survey of councils and other market operators has found that as many as 40% may not come back. David Preston is the Chief Executive of the National Association of British Market Authorities, which ran the survey. I asked him why some of his members won't be reopening.
Well, the feedback we're getting is that before the lockdown, some markets were struggling. It is a discretionary service for local councils. Local council finance is very tough. And with the long break that we've had, it could be an easy option not to open. Some local authorities were subsidising their markets. There's the question around, will some of the older traders actually come back after this long break? It's a very, very tough industry. And also with social distancing, then trading will be much more difficult. There will be extra costs involved for policing social distancing. And I think the fear is that social distancing, it's not just going to be for a few days or a few weeks, it's going to be very much long term. And to try and get traders back and to try and get markets up and running, then there will also need to be rent incentives. And it's a very, very tough time for local authorities before the virus. And obviously this just adds to it as well. So we fear that some, and certainly the message we have is 2 out of 5 of our markets may never open again.
Just to take a step back, I think a lot of people won't realise that. Councils actually subsidise street markets. Do they do that because they regard them as a draw to their town centre and an activity that's worth subsidising?
They do. There are many markets that are doing well and making a lot of money. And one of our concerns of local authorities at the moment is the financial loss, because local authority markets are receiving no support from government. The average income that a local authority market can receive is normally in the region of £50,000 a month. But some of our markets are actually losing up to £300,000 a month. So, it is a very, very big loss. But markets, they've gone through some dark times. They're very resilient. And in the few months before the lockdown, then we were very encouraged, and we were seeing a lot of new traders coming into markets. We were seeing a lot of food traders coming in, a lot of young traders, a lot of people trying out markets as a business. And with the regeneration, the renaissance of the government for the high street, then we were delighted to see that markets were recognised to be in the top 25 factors that can influence vibrant and vital town centres. So really, it really has come at the wrong time. There was a great renaissance, a great hope for markets, and this has come as a real hit. And it's so sad to see the feedback that we're having is that 40% of our markets across the UK, which is 400 markets, may never open again.
That was David Preston of the National Association of British Market Authorities.